When it first saw the light of day, the Jagdtiger tank destroyer was truly a sight to behold. Combining a monstrous cannon and fantastic armor, it was an Allied tanker's worst nightmare. But no matter how impressive this level of firepower looked, it couldn't save Germany from defeat. Assault guns on tank chassis had always moved towards increasing mass and firepower. At first, various nameless panzers were used as platforms. Then, engineers shifted their gaze towards the Panthers. It would make all the sense to continue the same way. In 1942, when the Sturmgeschütz machines proved their worth, the German designers decided to install a 128mm cannon onto a tank chassis. It was the only cannon that would be able to damage all existing and future Allied tanks at any practical range. Shermans, KVs, Churchills, none would stand their ground. Only that wonder weapon had not been made yet. All they had was a 128mm anti-aircraft gun. Yes, it had great power and range, but it was made to fire at planes. Finding a good combination of gun and platform took the Germans 2 years. This time was partially won by the 88mm cannons that helped the Wehrmacht achieve temporary superiority over their main opponent, the Soviet armor. But technology was making swift progress. Allied engineers spent countless hours designing new heavy and medium tanks. The time advantage couldn't last for long. In early 1944, the design of the tank destroyer was approved. It was based on the King Tiger, still a prototype at the time, and featured a brand new 128mm cannon developed by Krupp. By February, they'd finished the first wooden models of the future vehicle. Its design was different from the Jagdpanther. The super cannon was put inside a square casemate with armor reaching 250mm and no visible breach. The Jagdtiger had truly impressive armor, if not to say the best of the time. Even the strongest cannons at the disposal of the Allies couldn't guarantee penetration. However, the combat vehicle's advantages soon turned into major issues. For instance, the engine it shared with the Tigers was a poor fit for the 75-ton machine. It lacked power, and the transmission suffered regular breakdowns. The cannon's mounts had to be fixed as much of the time as possible because they failed so fast. And finally, this was a tank destroyer with no turret, which meant it was vulnerable to flanking attacks. In one particular case, a Jagdtiger was destroyed with an anti-tank grenade launcher. Poor training, low crew morale, air superiority of the Allies, as well as the combination of design issues and its high price made for a grim picture. Most of the Jagdtigers were destroyed by their own retreating crews, while others were lost due to technical issues. The effect they'd made could at best give an edge in a few battles, but never on the scale of the entire operational theater. The Jagdtiger entered production in late 1944 and ended up being an almost unnoticed obstacle in the path of the Allied war machine.